Well, how about at the end of the game? I mean, they score at the end of the game and then miss the extra point, and the Giants take a timeout here. So what the Giants are doing, they're finished running any plays. They're close enough for Bryant, and they're giving themselves the opportunity, in case of a botched snap, to try it again.
And that's right. It's just in case of a botched snap, they can try it again. Obviously, if he kicks the ball and misses it, they don't get to try on third down. I mean, that's the advantage of it. If something goes wrong with a snap, like that 49er game, if something goes wrong with that, then you get a do-over. But if you kick the ball, obviously, you don't get a do-over.
So the Giants trying to erase, at one point, a 16-point deficit. Bill Parcells, as we showed you before, in a situation like this, 12 or more points going into the fourth quarter, 49-0, and at risk now of not pitching a perfect game for his career.
But I'll tell you, that second half, did Kerry Collins play a second half, and did that offensive line gel in that second half?
Carson Dock will snap it. Jeff Fiegels will hold it. And this is a 30-yard attempt. Good. And the Cowboys now need a miracle run back with 11 seconds remaining. The Giants have moved out in front 32-29. First time the Giants have had the lead since they've led 7-0 in the first quarter.
That's the snap. The snap is perfect. Eagles just puts it down. It doesn't have to spin it, doesn't have to move it at all. That is what you call true. Kerry Collins, this was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be.
It's his son's hand.
He looks like he's ready to pass out.
Oh, man. Well, if you were the coach,
he needed a drink
in San Francisco last year.
But I'll tell you, he did a heck of a job of coming back in this second half, because the first half, they didn't look like they could get anything going offensively. They made some adjustments. Those adjustments worked. They wore down the Cowboy defense. Gary Collins hung in there, and they come back and and get this win.
Cowboys dominant through much of the first half, dominant through the early stages of the second half, and then it just turned on a dime. Bouncing ball, and that one will roll out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That's a huge break for the Cowboys. Of all things, it takes nothing off the clock, and it gives Dallas the ball at the 40-yard line. And now you throw a 25-yard pass and you get out of bounds, and they still have a timeout. You kick a field goal. Huge mistake.
That's one of the biggest penalties that there is, when you kick the ball out of bounds and the ball goes to the 40. Instead of, if it goes in the end zone, the ball comes out to the 20. Of course, if it doesn't go in, if it goes out of bounds, it comes to the 40. And as you say, that puts him in a position to take some shots here.
He had only one out-of-bounds kickoff last year, and he's had 2 tonight. Just out of bounds. So now you have 11 seconds and a timeout. And Carter from the gun. 3 receivers to the right. 3-man rush. Carter surveys. Deep, finds his man, hits him, and that's Antonio Bryant, who goes out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So with 4 seconds left, the ball will be at the 34-yard line, and Cundiff will come in to attempt about a 51-yard field goal.
Unbelievable the throw that Quincy Carter makes there.
And Antonio Bryant is hurt. He makes the catch. He gets whacked by Peterson. And even though he's out of bounds, he's close enough to the field that they can't resume play until they take care of him.
With Quincy Carter, he has to make a play here, and he puts this right on a rope. That is a perfect pass. He could have used about 5 more yards, but in this situation, That's what you have to do. I mean, again, it's that cover 2, and it's that hole between the corner and the safety, and he just hit him in there. And Bill Parcells is saying, that's what we needed. At least we get another shot at it. We get a shot right here.
So Billy Cundiff, who has made 5 tonight. The one he missed was a 53-yarder at the end of the half. And they'll spot this one at the 42. Toby going, kneeling there. And here comes a 52-yard attempt on the final play of regulation to try to send it to overtime. Snap good, and the kick is good.
Amazing. This is amazing.
This is incredible. So it's unbelievable that Bryant can kick the ball out of bounds on the kickoff. As we said, a huge mistake that gives the Cowboys their only gasp outside of a miracle run back, and we're going to go to overtime. John, remember last year we had all these 24-0 and 42-7?
And now we get this thing. This thing is really something, though. I mean, watch this. The snap right down. Again, he spins, makes a good spin. And Cundiff gets everything in this one. Just inside the left pole.
From 52. And that's why he loves football.
That's what it's all about. You know, if you didn't get to play games, and Bill Parcells is one of those guys that not only loves the game is the best part, but he loves games on the road. I was always kind of a home coach type guy myself, but he loves to come out on the road where the fans are against him. But the whole thing, as you said when it happened, was that kickoff